How's it going, everybody? Just wanted to do a little video about how I store my firearms and some of my firearm equipment. I'm gonna walk through. First off, this is my safe that I have. Yes, I know it is a very cheap gun safe. It is a Stack-On. I guess that's the brand. I'm not, in any way, shape, or form an expert on gun safes. I just know that I needed to get one because now we have more kids in the house. I picked this up at my local academy for under $100. I think it was right at $99 at the time. Not sure on the dimensions, but it is I think aluminum, so not anything high tech, but you get what you pay for. It says it's an 8 gun safe. Kind of take it with a grain of salt, depending on what your firearms are. And obviously, I think that's a 8 long guns comparison or analogy, I guess. But anyway, I'll walk you through a little bit about what I keep in my gun safe, what I don't keep in my gun safe. Everyone's got their own agenda of how they store their firearms, but an El Cheapo like this, it's not bad. It does the job. I've got some of my cases to my long guns out there. That's a range bag right there. I think it's one I got from the NRA this year for ringing up. So nothing in there. Maybe some Allen wrenches in a couple of them, maybe some cleaning cloths or something like that. But as far as firearms, magazines, ammunition, keep that all separate. But real quick, we'll take a look in the safe. Had to get that real quick. Oh yeah, and that one. That sticker right there, that's just from my local FFL, American Patriot Guns and Ammo, down in Brunswick, Georgia. If you're down this way, stop in. Kind of a small shop, but they're good people, and they got some good deals in there. And if not, just hit them up on Facebook. Everyone likes to look at different gun shops and see some things that maybe never seen before. It's always cool to look around on the internets and see different gun shops, and then a Magpul sticker. Let's take a look inside real quick. Again, this is pretty cheap. Just got a key lock right here. It comes with 2 keys. I don't normally leave the key inside the lock like that. Usually have this one stored somewhere safe in the room, and then another key that's on my keychain. But for the purpose of the video, I wanted to just have it right there, easily accessible. Also, you'll see here in a minute some of the firearms, the condition that they're in right now. It's not normally how I keep them stored, but since I'm holding the camera, it's kind of hard to demonstrate the action to prove that the guns are unloaded and safe. So they're kind of already in that condition. Don't normally keep them like that. But anyway, we'll take a look inside here real quick. And this is the inside of it. Fairly deep. Again, it's advertised as an 8 long gun safe. Again, take that as you will. It does. There is a little bit, of assembly that is required when you get this safe out of the box. It has this plastic shelf right here. That's an easy assemble. And then there's, I don't know if you can see them, but well, no, you can't really see them. But there's two holes on the back wall up in there to help bolt the entire safe to the wall. I found that with this particular model, that's kind of necessary because when the door swings open like this, it's kind of, I guess, front heavy. It kind of wants to tip. So I had to bolt to the back of the wall. That comes with it. There's also some bolts in the floor, or some holes in the floor. If you do want to bolt to the floor, I didn't do that because I got carpet right here. What's that? That's some fuzz. Talking about a pillar or something. Anyway, so there's holes in the floor if you want bolts to the floor, and bolts and washers that come with it. It also comes with some nice foam padding at the bottom, you know, to help protect the buttstocks of your long guns. And you can't really see it right now, but right here, that plastic part, it's kind of like you know, a little bit of a rest. I can't think of actually what it's called, but a mount, I guess, to help hold the guns in place as they're sitting in there, and it keeps them off of the aluminum, the metal walls back there, to help them get scratched up. But we'll talk about that in a little bit. Let's take a look up here at the top shelf first. As you can see, a couple pistols already in plain view. We'll take a look at this one first. And I'm going to try to, you know, not go into too many details about every gun that I got in here. I'm not going to try to make this a multiple gun review or anything like that, but, you know, just give you an idea of the room that's available in this particular safe. Again, this is the stack-on 8-gun safe. I believe that's what, you know, the name of it is. But, you know, $99 safe, pretty much. But anyway, we'll take a look and see what we got in here. First one right here, take them over to the bed. This is my fiance's pistol. Again, unloaded, safe, no magazine, nothing in the chamber. This is the Taurus Millennium G2, chambered of 9mm. You know, this one usually stays with her in her purse. I try not to tell her to keep it in her purse, but, you know, with a gun like this, there's really nowhere else that she can store it. So that's this one. We'll close him up. I do like this pistol. I got it for a deal. I think everyone kind of knows about the great deal that this pistol is. If you're interested in you know, a first handgun, and, you know, you don't have a huge budget, this is a great option, man. This is I'm very, very surprised with this pistol. You know, there's other reviews out there, you know, on pretty much probably all the guns that I have. I don't have that many, so, you know, there's reviews out there on YouTube. But take a look at them, especially this guy right here. I think if you found this in a gun shop, picked it up, you know, if you can snap it. The trigger's a little funky on it. You know, it's got all that creep right there, and you hit that wall, and then it snaps. But, you know, if you're looking for a good first handgun, this is a good way to go. This is the way that she keeps it in this. I think it's just a Black Hawk. Yeah, it's just a general Black Hawk cloth with a little bit of padding in their holster. You know, you can get these at Walmart or Dick's or pretty much anywhere. So anyway, that's her setup. I'll scoot that back over that way. See what else we got in here on the top shelf. Go ahead and bring this other firearm out. This is my everyday carry right here. Again, you know, don't have it in this condition in the safe. Get out of there. This is my Glock 27. Close them up. I didn't show you it was unloaded, but it was unloaded. This right here is like I said, my everyday carry Glock 27, 40 cal. I love this pistol. You know, I'm not gonna be a Glock head by any means. There's other great pistols out there. You know, there's some that aren't that good, but you know, this is my favorite pistol that I've ever owned. And what I have it is my inside the waistband holster. Talor Tactical is what this one's called. As you can see, it is a little ripped up there, so, you know, might be a little bit of a safety hazard, but, you know, it's still somewhat intact. So, you know, I'm trying to hold on to this as much as I can, because these are expensive. These are about $60, I think, $50-$60. But, you know, it's you know, cloth. It's you know, cloth material with metal clips. There's a lot of padding in the back and on the front, so it rides comfortably. And, you know, I think it's a great holster. You know, I mean, it's so hard to find a right holster, because, you know, holsters take a lot of time to get broken in, whether they're leather or cloth, or even the Focus holsters. You know, you got to get used to them. So you can easily drop a good amount of money trying to find the right holster. If you drop, like I consider this one a good amount of money. If you drop 50, 60, 70 bucks, or maybe even more on a holster, stick with it. Ride it out. Get used to it. It'll eventually start to feel better because you'll get used to it, and it'll take the shape of the gun if it's not already like a Phobos holster or anything like that. So this was I think the second holster that I bought. That was the first one. So this one right here, I really like it. It does need to have a little bit of repairs, and you can see I've kind of tried to sew it a little bit with some red cloth. But anyway, Talor Tactical. I found them here locally in my FFL. I haven't found them, like at the big chain stores like Bass Pro or Academy or Dick's or anything like that. So if you want a good quality holster, look them up. I'm pretty sure you can get them online, but they're great. I like those holsters right there. So we'll set those guys aside up here and get them out of the way. Go back over here to the safe. Obviously, these are the magazines that we have here. A couple of them are mine, a couple of them are hers. Get the Glock mags out here. Here's my Glock mags that I have. I'm not going to go into too many details on them. I'll just pull them out. And here's her mags right here. I'm going to put them up here. There we go. So I store mags for the pistols up here. The extra mags, obviously, 2 of those 5 are in the pistols, but the extra mags, stay up here. Right here, first off, a little bit of rim oil. Like to keep a little bottle, a bottle like this of lube and oil in the gun safe. Just in case I get a little bit of a wild hair and want to lube up the guns or wipe down the guns or clean the guns off, whatever. Without doing a takedown or a field strip or anything like that. Put a little bit on the bolt, or put a little bit on the on the slide or something like that. Just a little couple drips, and finger lube it around or whatever, and call it good. I may run most of my firearms too wet. I've never had a problem with running firearms too wet. Anytime you got metal on metal or steel on steel rubbing while the firearm's in use, there's going to be friction there. So you want to try to preserve them in a good oil or a good lube is a good thing to have just laying around somewhere. And like I said, I keep in the safe. Little folding knife, no cheapo. Probably got a dozen of these somewhere in the house or in the truck or in toolboxes or whatever. So I found this one. It's like, okay, I'll keep it in the safe. You never know. Got a bandana. Can't ever have enough bandeezes, man. I keep a lot of them in my hunting pack. Keep some in the truck. I use this one just to wipe down usually what I put the oil on, wipe my hands off. So keep that in there. Got my my ear pro hearing protection. I keep some in the truck as well because you never know when you just might need it outside of shooting or anything like that. But I'm never going to forget it if it's either in the truck or right here in the gun safe, because I'm obviously going to go get my guns if I'm going to go shoot. So I always keep an extra set of ears right there. I'll scoot those out of the way for a little bit. Back here in this corner. Oh, that wasn't good. We'll get that in a minute. And there's a little bit of space up here so you can stack, but this thing comes up to about my chest. I'm like 5'10" ish. That's how tall I am, I think. So unless you want to get down in here and really see what's up there. But anyway, the point I was trying to make is things might fall, so don't put anything too valuable up there where you can't see right away. Anyway, let's old pistol grip from the AR that I replaced. I don't want to throw it away. Never know. And I think what fell was another part of the AR. Yep. And old handguard. Yep, just a regular mil-spec old polymer handguard with a metal heat shield in there. And I got it zip tied right now because this thing does fall apart if it falls out the safe. Look at that. So some of the parts that I've replaced from the AR, I want to hang on to. You never know. And besides, if I just want to start building an AR, I'll use those parts. Let's see what else we got back in here. Oh, okay. Here's the box that my red dot came in. One of my red dots. No, I think that's the one that's on there right now. Yep, sure enough it is. This is the Field Sport Micro Red Dot. I watched a review on YouTube on this guy right here, and you know the guy who I can't remember his name. The guy who did the review, he did a great torture test on them, and you know he said, hey, they're on eBay, or no, not eBay, Amazon. They're on Amazon, and you know he said, man, these are good quality, but budget red dots right here. And that's what he does on his YouTube channel. Does a lot of rifle accessories, handgun accessories that are budget. So you know he did a good review on this and put the link in there on Amazon, and went on and bought it. I think this thing was like 11, 12 bucks, maybe even 10 bucks. I don't know. You know, I bought a UTG mount to go on so it can co-witness with my AT front sight on my AR, and that was more expensive than the dang red dot. But anyway, the point is, you know, I'm very pleased with that. I want to save the box. You know, there's some paperwork in there if I ever want to try to sight it in farther out than what I got. I'll have all that paperwork in that box. So that box stays in here. What else we got? Another box. Magpul vertical grip. I just want to save the box. Who knows? I guess I don't really need to do that. Well, I got space in here to do it. And I think that's it up there on that. Again, this shelf did come with the safe. Just a couple screws on each side, and we're good to go. Move the ear pro out of the way. This is my Glock holster. This is the holster that came with my Glock when I bought it. I still use this. I use this when you know, I go hunting. You know, it's a good outside the waistband holster. You know, and there's nothing wrong with this. And the gun stays in there nice and tight, and you know, I mean, it came with it. It was free because I bought the Glock. So I still use this guy. I don't know if anybody else does, but I like them. Set it over here out the way. Alright, what else we got up here? This looks like a gun case. It sure enough is. Let's open her on up, see what we got. This is my 38. Now this, you know, a lot of people may not like, you know, this gun right here. Or may probably never even heard of it before. Let me open her up real quick. It's hard to do with one hand, but I bet I can do it. Come on now. Maybe not. Aha, there we go. Flip them on open. Yep, we are clear. Alright, anyway, this is just, you know, an El Cheapo 38 Special revolver. It's an old one. The brand is Rexo. Well, I can't read it right here because this camera is bad, but it's REXIO. Made in Argentina. Old handgun. But this particular gun has a lot of special meaning to me because it was my grandfather's. So I don't hardly ever shoot this firearm anymore. I'll just have it, you know, tighten up the grips, and ball shows up a little bit. Got some bluing on there, cleaned it up real good. Didn't want to bother trying to take the trigger assembly out of the hammer to clean that up, because you know I might break something in it, and I don't know if I can even find parts for this anymore. But the gun still functions just fine. It functions and it fires. I've shot it a couple times recently. This was my granddaddy's, so I always wanted to hang on to it. You know, never know. And this gun case that I got it in, I think it's just a bulldog gun case. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not gonna try to zip that up. We'll stick him out the way over there on the bed. All right. Oh, one more thing. Oh yeah, the holster that it came in here. Well, that my grandfather actually had. This is how he kept it in his truck. I think this is just a Uncle Mike's. Yep, Uncle Mike's revolver holster. So yeah, if I ever want to carry that outside the waistband, I can. That it up here on top. Yep, that's it up on top. All right, down to the meat of the gun safe. I guess we'll start with the obvious one right here. Yes, that is a sock on top of my rifle. This is my AR-15, and as you can see, I don't know if you can, but it is clear and safe. I can stick my finger on in there. Clear and safe, nothing in there. So this is my AR-15. Usually keep a mag in there when it's in the gun safe, but not one in the chamber. Yes, I have a sock on it because it's kind of lean and cockeyed. AR-15s in this safe, they don't really sit out like this, especially if you got a vertical grip, but the pistol grip is kind of what gets in the way with the depth of the safe, and the door won't close. So instead of having it in there like this, got to have it in there kind of lean and cockeyed, crooked, right? Get that stock off. But this is my AR-15. I really like this rifle. It was my first AR-15 that I've had, and I didn't build it, obviously, but I have done some mods to it real quick. This is the Eagle Arms Division Armalite. That was one of the good things that kind of persuaded me in the way of purchasing this one instead of another one. I was between this one or I think it was a Bushmaster that I was going to get, but I like this one because it was a division of Armalite, the original AR-15. Armalite, the AR stands for Armalite. It doesn't stand for automatic rifle or assault rifle or anything like that. AR stands for Armalite, AR-15. So anyway, having the name Armalite associated with this this rifle and the chambering of this rifle. This one is in 223 Wild, which I had no idea what it was before I got into some pseudo AR-15ing, I guess. But all that is the tighter chambering, in the back of the barrel, so you can shoot 223 and 5.56 more accurately than just a regular 5.56. That's kind of my understanding. I thought it was a whole nother caliber, but it's not. It's just the chambering. I've done obviously a couple different upgrades. Added this Mission First Tactical ballistic minimal stock. I like it. It's got a nice cheek weld on. It's wide enough. I like the angle of it. Easy roll up on the shoulder, and surprisingly, it has cut down a little bit of weight. Having that little bit of a odd contour right there, without the zzz, it does cut down some weight. So kind of take that for what it's worth. Add the flat dark earth pistol grip down here, mag pull. I like that one. It's a little bit better of an angle. It's wider. It's got better texturing on there. Add the mag pull, wider trigger well or trigger guard, excuse me. Honestly, I just did that so I could get a little bit more of an FDE look. Backup sights. These are also Mission First Tactical. Did not come with the gun, so I had to get those. A lot of people have the mag pulls, but these are just polymer, but they work. There's my red dot that I was telling you about. Foregrip. This is a Midwest Industries, obviously carbine length, M-lock foregrip. It does not have a quad rail, but it does extend full Picatinny rail up top. Can always add on some rails if I want to hang a light or a laser or whatever. I think I'm pretty much done doing the outside upgrades on this firearm. I need to get a new trigger, and I want to upgrade the extractor spring and the bolt. So anyway, that's the foregrip. Then got my mag pull vertical grip, which you saw the box for. I like it. It stabilizes a little easier. I have taken this gun out hog hunting a couple times, and it's a little bit easier to stay on target with those moving hogs. And then an El Cheapo tack sling, 2-point tack sling. So anyway, that is my AR-15, and I really like it. Close her up. Put the dust cover back on. I always store it with the dust cover up. Duh, no brainer. If you have a dust cover, man, use it. Just keeps all the fuzz and the crud and lint or whatever out of the bolt. Because these things, I said I like to keep most of my firearms wet, lubed, that's exaggerated when it comes to this gun. This gun, I mean, it's like a 1911. It needs to be lubed, wet, greased, whatever, all the time. So, you know, use that dust cover if you got one. Let me get this guy out of the way. Put him up there. Alright, so on to the next one. Well, before we do that, let's go down here in the bottom real quick. Here's my AR-15 mags. Alright. Again, got two of them with the flat dark earth. These two are Mission First Tactical. There's a Mission First Tactical. And just regular black. This is what is this, H&K? Yeah, H&K. You know, and I keep these guys loaded down. All these are loaded and just sitting in the bottom of the safe. I may be the only guy in the world with an AR-15 who doesn't have a Magpul PMag. But wait. Yeah, 30 round. There's Magpul PMag. There's a 40 round right there. Came with that cool little lid, kind of right there. So flip it up and pop them off, and hey, there you go. So that stays loaded as well. That's a 40 round, and that one is Magpul PMag. All right, so there's my AR-15 stuff right there. All right, on to the next one. Start over here in the back. Oh, dang, that ain't good. Alright, here is my bolt action, or my deer rifle. As you can see, it's also unloaded, nothing in the chamber. So let's close the bolt, put him down. There we go. Alright, this one is my Remington 770, basically El Cheapo. You know, I mean, nothing wrong with it. It's worked just fine. It's got a I think just a no-name, maybe a Bushnell 3 to 9 by 40 scope on there, chambered in 270. This rifle has this style of rifle comes in pretty much any you know, hunting caliber that you need. You know, 243, 223 even, 270, 283, 300 Win Mag, 308, 30-aught. So, you know, it's a great bolt action rifle. It's got a detachable magazine, 4 in the magazine for the 270. Got my redhead side saddle on here. The strap broke that I had on it, so I need to get a new strap. But this is a nice rifle. This is my deer rifle right here. Set him up out the way. Alright, on to the next one. This is my newest right here. Get him up. This is my turkey rifle. As you can see, open bolt, nothing in the chamber, good to go. This is my Mossberg 535, Mossberg 535 12 gauge. Really, from what I kind of understand, the only difference between Mossberg 535 and Mossberg 500 is the 535 as compared to the 500. The 535 can take 3.5-inch shells, so that's where it kind of got the 535 name. But anyway, this is my turkey gun right here. This is a combo shotgun, 12 gauge. It is in the mossy oak breakout pattern. Really like that. You can see the barrel on here is a rig for turkeys. Got my fiber optic 3-dot sight system, ribbed barrel, great. Got my sling on here, big padded sling. Need it. My extra heavy turkey choke, and I've taken it out a couple times, but have not been able to shoot some turkeys with it. It's mid-February right now, so hopefully, you know, in the next month or so, it'll be time to get out there and pop some gobblers with him. I'm excited. So anyway, that's my hunting shotgun. And real quick, back here in the back corner of the safe, yep, another sock. Look at that. It is a combo. Get that sock off. There's another barrel that came with it. Got my 25-inch turkey barrel, my 28-inch waterfowl barrel or field barrel. These are all smooth bore shotguns. They are ribbed or ribbed, but they are they have the 3 other chokes that came with them. They are threaded for chokes. So you got this one, the heavy turkey barrel, and then you've got a full choke, modified and improved cylinder choke. This one does not have 3-dot sight system, but it has a front bead fiber optic sight. So that is my hunting shotgun right there. I really like that one so far. Get him out the way. Get him out the way. And finally, in the way of firearms in the safe, we have our 18-inch home defense 12 gauge. Again, nothing in there, nothing in the chamber. Close them up. As you can see, I do have some rounds right here on the side. But this is a Hatson Escort Aim Guard is the brand and model of this shotgun. This is also an El Cheapo, but it's a pump action 12 gauge shotgun. I mean, the only reason I dropped so much money on that one, and I say so much money, I mean, I got that for, I don't know, $4-ish, give or take, because it's a hunting shotgun, But this is your basic bones home defense shotgun setup. 18-inch barrel, like I said. It is rifled, so no chokes in this one. Shoot anything out of this barrel that I want to. Up to 3 inches. This one was only up to 3-inch shells. And 535 is up to 3.5. So 2 3/4 and 3-inch shells. That's fine with me. And I think I got this from a buddy. Who was just looking to get rid of them. He does a turkey banquet every year and auctions off a bunch of guns, and this one was left over. So he said, "Man, I got this shotgun. I'll sell it to you for $150." I said, "We'll do that." So anyway, this is the home defense shotgun. This one is the only gun in the safe, except for my pistol that I put in there at bedtime. But this one stays loaded in the safe. I got the plug out the tube, so I can hold 5 in the tube, plus 1 in the pipe, plus 5 more over here on the side saddle. This one stays, stock loaded. This is, basically the poop hit the fan, bump in the night gun. So that's my home defense shotgun. And hey, for $150, I think they retail for like $2. It's worked just fine. Worked just fine. Really like it. Put that guy out the way. Alright, and I think the last thing in here is this bag, and this is just paperwork and literature. Got my warranties, instruction manuals. I save everything. I'm kind of the same way about saving stuff as I am about cleaning my guns. I'm a little meticulous, which is a nice way of saying I'm anal. So I save a bunch of crap. Like I said, it's got, it's even got an old trigger key lock in there. But anyway, so I save a lot of that stuff, and it all goes in the bag. I think this bag came from that holster, the Tool War Tactical. But if I ever have any questions about what I got, then I go to my paperwork bag. And I think that's it. We'll talk a little bit about the safe a little bit more. As you can see, I don't store my ammo for the most part in the safe. That's all kept separate. Basically, there's no room in here. I've got about 4 or 5 different ammo cans. Those are stored up in the closet on the top shelf. And then over here on the side, you saw the gun cases and the field bag and all that crap. And then cleaning stuff, that's all in the garage. So, take a look inside here. And again, it's dark. That's one thing that's kind of a drawback to this safe. There is no light. Of course, you could get some magnetic lights to hang up there if you want to. But we'll get my handy dandy flashlight out on the phone real quick, I reckon. Alright, we'll take a look inside here real quick. As you can see, I got one of these shelves put up, and there's holes right there. There's the holes to kind of drill it in if you need to. But I have one of these shelves put up, and they come with these extensions on them, as you see right there. That's for the purpose of rifled or scoped rifles. So you know, it fits in there just fine and doesn't scratch up your scope as hitting on the back wall back here. Here's the padding. You know, this is just some regular old foam padding that comes out, but you know, just so your butts are resting on something that came with it. And that's basically it. But I'll let you know, take a closer look inside here so you can kind of see the dimensions of everything. There's the shelf. And that shelf is what, about 4 or 5 inches wide. So you got an extra little bit coming in on the back there. So I mean, you know, I think the dimensions overall of this thing is maybe like 8 inches, 8, 9, maybe 10 inches deep. I don't know, but it says it's good for 8 long guns. Maybe not. I'm not sure. But anyway, so that's what I keep in my safe. You know, everybody stores their guns their own separate way. You know, maybe not a lot of people maybe put socks on their guns. Maybe they do. I don't know. I'm not going to go buy a specific gun sock, spend $20 or however much they cost on that. But I can just go find a crappy sock that I don't wear anymore because it's got holes in it, and put it over my gun. You know, ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, keeps the crown safe on my rifles and doesn't scratch anything up. So anyway, appreciate y'all watching. If you're looking for a cheap gun safe, well, I say cheap, but it is cheap, but an inexpensive gun safe. And these stack-ons, I like them. You know, they do the job. There's you got to have the key in there to open it, not just to unlock it, but to pull it. Key stays in there if it's unlocked, and I mean, this is how it works right here. That's it. That's what keeps your gun safe. So anyway, appreciate y'all watching. Have a good day.